That's more like it. The first one that I did, somehow it was like set up like for kids on here. But now we're better. There's some new stuff down here. What is this? Pin to live stream. Pin? Sure, why not? Plus, start a poll Q&A that lets you send. What is this? Play games. Choose a game to stream with. So you can stream games. That's pretty interesting. Maybe at some point we'll do that. All right, so let's go back in here. Close this out. Go into Studio, and let's go to Contents and Live. And here, I'm gonna go ahead and post or paste something in the chat. OP new OPXY cartridge just launched. I don't want to sound too salesy. Visit link and bio profile link. Profile link. Visit profile link to check out. Boom. Pin the comments. Pin message. All right, cool. So yeah, haven't really made some music in a while, so that's what we're gonna do right now. We're gonna make some music. Let's see if this is fun or not. Of course, it's gonna be fun. I just still am thinking a lot about that field, the black field kit that I and all of us minus 20 people missed the opportunity on, and I still don't feel great about it at all. Such is life, right? Such is life. All right, so I think I'm gonna get rid of the computer. I don't think we need this all open right now. That would be kind of a distraction. All right, so let's work on some stuff. All right, let me see. All right, let's get. Wait. All right, let's try that again. What's going on? Seabird Top? No, Pop. Seabird Pop. What's going on? All right, let's turn that down a little bit. I did. I have 5 OB4s. Just sitting in the workday. Envious a beat. Ha ha ha. Yeah, man. I was working since like I don't know 5 or 6 or something this morning. So taking a break now, so to speak. Yeah, I did see the OB4s. I'm a huge fan of the OB4s. They're actually one of my favorite products ever released. So I don't know if I think the discount's like 100. I only got 5 because they sent them to me. I don't even know if I'm supposed to broadcast it that way. It's whatever. I didn't ask for multiple, but they sent me 5 of them when I was doing some content. I just needed one of the color ones that they came out with. What do I do with them? Truth be told, most of them are just on my shelf as just, I don't use more than 1 or 2. Yeah. So I don't feel great about it, but it is what it is. They're just there in the backdrop on my shelf, just sitting there. But they're amazing devices. Not so much make beats, experience music in a way that I can only do with an OB4. I don't think there's any other device that lets me experience music. So I will sometimes, I'll sometimes connect it to Bluetooth. Hang on, I got a sneeze coming. Excuse me. I'll connect to Bluetooth and I'll, pitch shift what's playing and I'll loop what's playing and I'll skip to different parts of the song in rhythm to like remix it. So that's probably my favorite thing to do with an OB4. Sometimes I'll do the same thing with the FM radio that's built in. Sometimes I'll do it with one of the things that I experienced that I never really capitalized on doing with it what I wanted to do, but it was like connecting my OPZ, which is handheld and has a microphone built in. And it was like playing an OPZ beat through the OB4, vibing out to it, using the microphone to like freestyle or rap or sing or do whatever, and it's capturing everything, and then remixing that. So like my voice is in it too, so it has some variation. So there's some really cool stuff you can do with it. What settings do you use for your headset in the OPXY? Settings. There's no set. Oh, well, there are settings. Right now, when I go to a new project, I think by default the level, I'll check it in a second, but I think by default the level is often set to 75. So I don't touch the level or the mix. I typically just turn the drive up to, I just turn it to like, right now it's at 12. So I'll turn it to like whatever just sounds good, and then I'll kind of let that be. Gotcha. Yeah. So just the drive. Yeah. Right now, drive is 12 and level is 75. But I don't have a specific thing. I would say that. Let me actually check. Uh, I'll check in a moment. But whatever, I didn't change the level. I know that much just now. At least I'm pretty sure I didn't. I think by default level stays at 75, and so I don't really touch that. Yeah. Yeah. If you have any other questions, Dom Diaz, about the OB4, let me know. It's a it's just a unique piece of hardware, right? And the reason I said you can't do it with anything else, because like you, I guess, could connect, I don't know, a computer or your phone, or you can maybe do some of that stuff with by connecting it to a speaker. But this is the only thing that lets you do it on the speaker itself. You don't have to interface with a computer, and sometimes you don't want to do that, or oftentimes I don't want to do that when it comes to like music and creativity. So that's like one of the things that sets that apart. Almost. You can have so much fun with the step components on here. It's pretty crazy. Let's keep going. So what's interesting with this, whatever this is called, this G key on the performance, I th- I think I would want to. Let me think about this for a sec. I want it to be shifted every time that it's played, not to a. Let me actually just experiment, and then I'll tell you what I'm kind of thinking. Why? This reminds me of Bad Boys 99 Straight. But hey, thank you. Field Division. Why should I turn it off? Let us know. I think I know what you're going for, but just maybe for clarity. We want this to be on manual, not auto. Let's see. Like it's so tricky. Listen right through the metronome. I listen right through. What do you mean by that? That's funny. I still think that there's a what's the word, a missing piece to this, to like have the metronome be like build upon what the OPZ's metronome was like. Oh, that's funny. In Grand Theft Auto, have I ever had a dream about doing so? I don't think so. But yeah, GTA. That's it. That's it. I'll let you hear it, but gotcha. Yeah, just to be able to, like, even be able to, they're missing something there, right? Like, I don't know if you like. I've had some live streams in the past where I've like had a lot of fun just doing the different language, 1 2 3 4 different sounds for the metronome on the Z. And so I've talked about it before, but I really want them to build on that. Like I feel like they can have a language for every single country in the world or something, and be like a one of a kind sort of situation, right? Where I don't know. I just think it would be really nice to do. All right, let's do some membership gifting. Let's see if any of you guys are lucky today. How do we do this again? Membership gifting. All right, let's see if anyone that's in the chat right now is going to get one. Send 5 right now. No, no, no. Oh, GTC. Okay, that's one person who I've seen in the lives a lot. Moby, we're gonna get you one of these soon. I mean, it's random, so I don't know, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see what's up. But that's cool. Congratulations to you guys. That's good stuff. All right, let's see how to create some interesting variations that you guys don't hate. First of all, this sound, let me see, this sound right here. So let's figure out what else to do with these step components to make them sound more interesting and just different. First of all, that bass, that needs to be much louder. So let's go to the mixer real quick and let's figure this out. So we need we need that to be, and then we need the obviously the choir sound to be much lower, or this could be maybe an octave lower. Let's see. That sounds so low when it's an octave lower. Hey, Angela, what up? I don't know. So something like this, what I noticed is that I wasn't getting what I felt like I wanted when it came to the brain track and modifying it. It feels forced to me. So in order to still try for a variation, we can keep we can make it so that like the first four bars are this, are in the key of E, and then we move it to something just one other key for the next four bars. But we have to find something else that still sounds nice with this. And so like to me, going up a fifth is always a good place to start. So let's go from E to B or down a fourth. Not great. Let's keep exploring. That could work. Going from, what are we doing? A to B. Let's see. So we can go from E, A, B. We can do something like this. Mess up. Not recording now, just experimenting. But I think this could sound nice. Let's see. So we go 4 bars here. Two more. And then we jump to A. To B. That works. I think I like that. I think I like that. Let's see if this. I think that's enough. Let's see if we have enough with 8. So that's the thing. Wait. Yeah. So what I usually do, I just thought of something kind of crazy. You could, I do track scale, right, when it comes to the brain track, because I know I'm not needing that level of granularity that you would need in order to like, create 4 bars or 2 or even 3. But knowing that you like, if I wanted, I could make this. I mean, I can do some crazy stuff here, right? I could make it 8 bars. So like everything that you just heard is only on the first bar, 8 scale, scale 8, and then I can create a second bar and do something totally different. But that's where, I mean, it's good that you have those capabilities, but I don't really use it to that extent. I think it can get a little bit confusing and overwhelming, because you have that stuff that you can do, but then you also have like the ability to just simply create another track in the arranger and then another scene, right? So it kind of just makes it like you have to kind of know. It's cool to have those different capabilities. It's fantastic actually to have it, depending on how you like working. But I typically don't like creating really, really long, multiple bars that are, it just makes it a little bit harder to work, in my opinion. Anyway, let's record this. Although, as I'm saying it, I think we do need 2 bars here to do this. So let's see. I think this goes all the way, and then we do the A-B thing. I think. All right, now we get ready to go to A to B on the second bar. I just put the C there. I don't know if we want the C there. I don't think we do, actually. Let's just see something. How do we just move? Oh, like that. Just tap to move to the next bar. So we can just take that out maybe and just extend this all the way. I'm nice on this thing. I know how to. Super nice. All right, let's go. So let's go here, back to 1, back to 2. Let's listen to this. And let's turn this metronome off now, even though Moby was ignoring it. We're going to turn it off anyway. All right, so first of all, I think I might want to have the drums be affected on the brain track. Let's just do it on both of them. Maybe one. Let's try one first. But that's weird that changes when you just change it. That wasn't that. That was just the. Let's change it back. That was one of the punch-in components. But it seems like it's doing more than it would. I might have to take one of those punch-in components out. But let's just let this listen. Let's just listen to it. That's good. That's good. All right, we gotta name this. I kind of like the direction this is going. And rename. I got a name. I got a name. Not gonna explain why, but this is gonna be 3500. Not gonna explain why, unless if you really, really, really want to know, then I might say something. But I'm gonna just type it in for now because I'll know what it means. I know what 3500 means in the context of this song. And so what I did is I took the tape track, and the tape track is still so interesting. For me, what I just did just now is I just threw a little melody, a third interval and a second interval, C, E, C, D here, and I use the step component or punch it. What do they call step components? To make it only happen every 4 bars. And I kind of like that. Now, what I could consider doing, and I don't think I've even really done this before, is the breakdown. What is he talking about? Obi-Wan exploration. Oh, okay. I haven't talked to this dude in a minute. Journey back in the 20. I was so overwhelmed by all the buttons and now fast forward, not 2 albums. Dang, he's doing his thing. That's cool. I'm gonna have to hit my man up, man. Stephen Bradley. I'm gonna have to hit him up. Um, go that's he's still doing your thing. I got a cough. Hang on. Save. Cough, cough, cough. I don't want to cough so loud in the mic. That was a disgusting one. Does you do some kind of background noise reduction on live audio? Not that I know of. Not that I know of. Yeah. Would it? I mean, the coffee shop that I'm in right now is not that loud compared to other ones that I've been in and other times that I've been here. I talked to details this morning and save you some trouble. And we want to train up another person from our team to do what you do, so it takes pressure of travel. What do you think of that idea? Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Mm-hmm. That is a good idea. We can definitely do that. They're giving me. Sorry, just reading this. 1 second, y'all. They're giving me a timer for Monday and the time I size will be with January 21st, 20th and 21st work. Let's see. I think that should be fine. That's the following week. Calendar. Oof. January 20. Oh, I gotta sign back in here. 1 sec, guys. 20th and 21st. Thursdays and Fridays are gonna be much better for me, so we're gonna have to push that out. Tuesdays and Wednesdays aren't gonna work for me for that, unfortunately. So I'll have to respond to that. Okay, okay. All good. All right, let's keep going. Oh, but the other thing I was thinking of is I can come here and do you think lives have had any impact on your channel's videos? That's a good question. Um, oof. I This is what I believe at this point. I think in the past I have thought that, but I think at this point, I mean, I think what you're asking, let me know if you're asking about an adverse effect as opposed to a positive effect, but I'll kind of talk to both. So I think that vertical live videos like this don't have a negative effect on my horizontal videos, of which I haven't released one in a got you. I haven't released one in a while. I have like 5 or 6 of them edited, but the hurdle of doing a thumbnail sometimes I just don't like doing them, and that's another story for another day. Um, but I think the vertical videos are kind of like are not going to affect. I think horizontal videos can. I've heard both sides of that, so I'm not exactly sure, but I believe that the vertical videos, because they're music based and obviously they've been super consistent with what I do on the vertical videos. If someone sees this and likes it and is introduced to me for the first time through their shorts feed and discovers my live or something like that, um, they're if they happen to see a video that I put out shortly after, either about this product or something related to music tech or whatever, they're cohesive, I think, right? So it kind of works out. Um, but I'm not entirely sure, to be quite honest. It's hard to say. It's kind of hard to say. Yeah, that's a good question. I wish it was like a little bit more clarity. Yeah. So I mean, you let me know. Like, you're plugged in to the things I do, I think vertically like this as well as like my horizontal videos. So how do you come about knowing that this, like, how do you find these lives, I guess, right? Do you see this on your home screen on regular YouTube? I imagine you do, although I'm not entirely sure. Um, but I know that YouTube is coming up soon with a feature. It seems a little convoluted, and I don't know if it's the best thing or not, but they have a feature coming out that's going to let you do vertical and horizontal all through YouTube's app itself. It's up at the top, almost full screen on my iPhone feed. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So it'll let you um multi-stream to both horizontal and vertical, which might be a good thing. It might not be. I have to kind of experiment a little bit with it because I'm not entirely sure. But it could be interesting. But I think this, to me, this is just more so about discovery, I guess you can say community building too. But I've seen some of my peers do some like horizontal, like Sun Wu is one person, and then I forgot the other person's name. I don't know too much about him, but I just seen him a few times on my feed pop up, like horizontal videos, and I don't know, those feel a little bit more intimate, for lack of a better word. Um, so yeah, I'm still figuring stuff out. Clearly, I'm not entirely sure, but I think these kind of work for me because they're easy. I mean, I can very easily use the same phone, and I think I can do a horizontal live from this phone, or if not, then I certainly can use like my computer right here, and which I've done like the Ableton live streams on. So yeah, it's about I guess about experimenting and stuff. That's a good question though. So what I was thinking about doing next was, let's see, creating. How easy is this to do? So copying the drum tracks like 5 times, paste, 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 and then here, paste, 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 paste. And now we have 5 different versions of the drum track. And each version I'm going to make different by just changing the drum kit. But before I change it, I have to go to a new scene, or I guess I should be cloning the scene, whatever. But let's go down. Let's go down. So now I'm on scene 2, and now I want to change both of these drum kits to something different. Let's see. See, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. And then I'll go here, and then what? Scene 3, and then go down. Muscle memory here, down. So turning it that way, yes, it's kind of okay. Anyway, let's go. It's kind of cool. Kind of cool. So that's 3. Let's do another one, I guess. Let's see. Here, scene 4 should be on 2 next, right? Yep. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. That's cool. Save. Save that. What's your favorite piece of gear to pair with the XY? Hey, what's going on, Rusenbert? Um, I mean, my phone and this headset, because that's all I really use it connected to at this point. Um, I think that like once or if we get some type of an audio track on here or audio recorder, which I don't know if we will. I would like to, but I don't know if we will. I know how I would implement it. At least I think I do via the tape track. The tape track is like a shift tape or something lets you change from like standard tape track to like a just 1 bar or 2 bar, 4 bar, whatever audio recorder. Like I would like that a lot. But if that did happen, then I would use this extensively with like my new Expressive E Osmos synth that I just got in, because that would allow me to be able to make some interesting drums and do all the things that I'm doing here, and then just integrate. And as I'm thinking of it, like, of course, you have the sampler built in, so of course, there's ways. Like, if I wanted to, this for example, if I wanted to, like, do a little piano playing over what you're hearing right now on that synth at home, I the process to do that is a little bit cumbersome. What would I have to do? I'd have to connect the Y cable to this, which is not bad at all. I'd have to be playing this. I'd have to have be going. I'm not going to hit sample now, but I would have to, like, go to a blank track and hit sample, one that doesn't have anything on there right now. Which, do I even have one of those? Not in this song. Not really. No, I don't. So I wouldn't be able to do it the way that I would think. Although I guess you could come here to the drum track and one of the keys that's not being used in sample, but it's too, as you can see, it's a little cumbersome. Um, exactly. So that's something that on here, and then also on the Ableton Move, I would personally want to see. Um, but yeah, it's interesting that it's not there, but I think I understand why it's not as well, right? Because they have a product that already can do that. So that's the thing. Mm, 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 mm. Sorry, just got distracted with something. Clearly. Save this. Maybe I'll work on one more song, and then I'll get ready to get the rest of my day started. What time is it? 1. I have a 2:50. Let me think about what my whole got a 2:50 to 3:30, and then I think I have an hour lesson there. We're gonna see if I have a little 30-minute break in between the hour lesson. 3:30 to 4:30, and then 5. Yeah. So I might actually go home in a bit. Actually, I might do just that right now. So grab myself some lunch and then make my way back here. It's pretty full at the moment, but I think I should be able to find a spot or something at some point, hopefully. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm going to do that. Anyway, thanks for joining, people. Have a great one.